What's up, gang? Just watching the Half-Blood Prince. But now I gotta rank. I have to. I have to rank all of the Burgermeister, aka D&D weapons. Now, I think the best way to go about this is to start at the top. I know that's sort of if you want to build suspense to what is the best, because that is the most, I feel like, extreme, intriguing idea. That is normally people build up to that, but I actually have no idea. I think it makes more sense to sort of define what is good, and that makes it easier to see why things are bad. I feel like good is normally just like, oh yeah, of course, good. Now I will say, I think how I'm gonna do this is, I'm going to assume shield proficiency, because a lot of a common weapon drawback is that it's two-handed, or you're using the other hand to hold another one of it, and that is going to cost you 2 armor class. So sad, but I think it makes more sense assuming that that is what you want. I know some classes don't have shield proficiency, but yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. So what's the best we can do here? Most damage, maximum damage, probably 12, ignoring class, monkey level 7, extra attack 5 times or whatever people do. You're probably gonna be hoping for a sweet 12 damage. I don't really know much of the difference between slashing and piercing and bludgeoning. So I'm gonna ignore that. Besides, I know bludgeoning is good on skeleton. But most of the time I'm gonna ignore that. It's just a difference. That does matter. I don't really know how it matters. Let's start with the great axe. Now the great axe is, it does 1d12. Okay, 1 big dice opposed to 2 dice. It's a lower minimum. You can possibly roll 2d6s in this game, which is 2 or 12, and the bell curve probably is just more consistent with 2 dice, I would assume. I haven't thought about it too deeply, but 1d12 is, I guess more of a flat chance to get any option. And that's normally bad, I feel like, but it's rather gloomy. But I know with some things it is good. Barbarian class, I think bonuses from, or like works best if you have 1 big dice that you roll, so. Also eating strawberry and banana. Not banana, strawberry and, maybe it is strawberry and banana. I'm eating some Cheerios, in case you're wondering. On this lovely evening. But yeah. Great axe. Also heavy. which means small people can't use it without having disadvantage. So I'm not really gonna count that against heavy. I'm not gonna count heavy against weapons because it's kind of maybe, maybe you shouldn't be small. Don't pick a small guy. Oh man. Yeah, and it's two-handed, so you are going to be sacrificing your shield. Now, I don't really... Okay. Is there a way to do 12 damage without sacrificing your shield? No. Alright, so if you want the big damage, you're not gonna have a shield. Except there is one exception. The lance. Now the lance will do 12 damage, and it's two-handed unless you're on a horse. So in that niche scenario, because who plays D&D? Who gets on a horse in D&D? Not me. In the 1-2 campaigns I've played. Not me, man. I don't get on a horse. Where's the lance? Where is it? There. Lance. And it's also reach, but it's also a bad reach weapon. It's the only bad reach weapon. But like it's a worse reach. It's reach, which means you can make a melee attack from 5 feet away, which is like 1 unit basically. It's kind of like, I don't know, that would be fine if you could backpedal all the way, but I honestly don't value that too much because okay, someone's hitting me from far away, I'm just going to move up and attack them, and then you're not going to spend your action to disengage and not provoke an opportunity attack to move away to play the keep away game that is like beneficial, I feel like. So like to me it's like I don't really understand the point of reach too much. It's a little convenient, I guess. If you don't have the movement points. But a lot of reach weapons are heavy. Not the lance though. But a lot of them are heavy, so if you have the 25 movement speed, that is small boy movement speed, those people would benefit most from reach. But yeah, they can't do a lot of the good reach weapons. This is one of the 2 bad ones. But okay, so you get disadvantage if they're within the 5 feet is why this one's bad. Because otherwise it's just two-handed unless you're on a horse. I don't really know how to rank this one. We'll actually come back to it a little bit. No, we won't. Yes, we will. I would rather not have disadvantage when they're close to me. Because they're gonna be close to me. Because I'm poking them. I'm hitting them with the lens and they're gonna be close to me. But it is not exclusive to big boys. You can be small, run around with a lance. It's really just Farquaad gameplay is what this is. Small, on a horse. Great. But honestly, I just feel like it's bad. I don't know. I'll leave it there. Well, it is okay. Damage, but it's disadvantage, so it's like let's say you spec'd into your like a hitting person class. Maybe you have +5 level 1 to hit, disadvantage. Disadvantage is not no bueno. Yeah, I don't know where to put this. I'll say E. I'll say E tier. E for Farquaad. which is actually a reference. I don't know if you've seen them. The Markiplier. Actually, do you get that? You get that kind of reference? Oh yeah. Oh gosh. I'm wasting y'all's time, dude. 10 minutes, I've ranked 2 weapons. Isn't that great? Yes, yes. Mm. Actually, okay. Where's the hand? Contacts. Hand axe is, now it's a light weapon. Now, and it does 1d6 slashing. And now that's interesting because light weapon is like you can if you have another one of it, you can hold it in your other hand, do a bonus action, then you attack again, but you don't add your something, the worse attack roll. Don't add something, efficiency or something, or maybe both. Maybe you don't add anything. Maybe it's a naked roll. But yeah. Which at first it's like, okay, why would I ever want, outside of being a barbarian, why would I want big dice if I could have 2 to 12 damage instead of 1 to 12? Right? It's so much better. But then you think, okay, two-handed, sacrificing shield, light, sacrificing shield, also sacrificing bonus action. Also, you have to make another attack roll. You have to make 2 attack rolls. You could hit and miss. Then you're just doing what? Pitiful, pitiful damage. So, for that, I'm gonna knock it down to 1 for the bonus action, 1 for the 2 attack rolls. What are you thinking? 2 attack rolls, basically, that should be there. Because he's basically he's making 1 attack roll, but it's really bad every time. It's the worst attack roll ever. So, and you're not burning your bonus action. So, put him lance above hand axe. And hand axe can also be thrown though, so it's great. But actually, it goes up. It goes up 1 for being able to throw it. Strength rangers, strength-based rangers. That's awesome. Awesome, great idea. You can throw it 20, which is like 4 blocks. Throw your hand axe 4 blocks at someone. Great. Put it up in A tier. Great axe. No, great sword. This is a weapon. Does 2d6 slashing. Alright, so it's just 1. You're making 1 attack roll, you're rolling 2 dice. It's what finesse weapons want to be. But, you know, no shield is expected for this level of damage, and no small people. But yeah, honestly, it's just like a bit like I just like the dice better. You have you just have a better minimum great axe. Side of barbarian. Barbarian works well with the big thing. Maul. Darth Maul. Excuse. Darth Maul. Darth Maul is interesting. Darth Maul is the same as Greatsword, but it's bludgeoning instead of slashing. Do I know the difference? Skeletons. You can kill skeletons better, so better. I mean, I don't know any of the other things, but skeletons. Also, dude, you want the Greatsword to be the best weapon or the Maul? Which one is more interesting? Think about it like that. Or if you can hear I have a fidget toy because I was born. Next up, scimitars. Okay, light. I don't like to see it. I don't like to see it. All right. And finesse. Finesse means it's accessible to dexterity, which doesn't really make it any better or worse. Besides, I guess it's somewhat better. Like if in an ideal world, you can have comparable damage to a strength build, plus also you get access to better um, ranged attacks, because ranged attacks, if it's not a thrown thing, it's not a thrown melee, is dex based. So yeah, I guess it's actually just better. I'll give a slight advantage to finesse there. But it is light and it's sad, so that makes me sad. Scimitar does the slashing. So hand X, you can throw a hand X. But scimitar you can't throw, but it is finesse. You can just have a better, I don't know, just have a other ranged weapon. Just have one. So yeah. Then, similar to the scimitar, the short sword, it just does piercing damage instead of the other stuff. I don't know, scimitars are cooler. Hand crossbow now. Okay, loading feat means loading attribute means you can't, if you can do any spicy extra attacks with your class, you can't do that with this weapon. But it is a light, meaning you have two of them, and depending on how you read the rules, I think you can dual wield hand crossbow. And shoot both of them in a turn, but I don't know, kind of funny. Also 30 range for a range weapon. Barely more. Oh man, I don't really like that. 30 is kind of a lot. That was 6 squares. Fine, you're shooting 2. I do think range is a plus generally if you can hit things from over there. That is a better idea than hitting things in your face. But yeah, I mean loading is gonna bring it down. Alright, okay, so it's the same as these, except instead of being, it's not as versatile as it's not like range and loading, we'll put it there. We'll put it in B tier, the hand crossbow. Alright. Then okay, that's like all the 12s. Now for the 10s. The battle axe. The battle axe. Basically, it's a two-handed, unless you don't want it to be. Then you can sacrifice 2 points and have the shield. Alright. Well, I'll just treat it as a two-handed thing. Wait, but this is two-handed. Because a versatile already like draws back. Okay, it's the same value as a two-handed thing, but I guess it's better because maybe you want to switch it around. But it's also like you're making that sacrifice in the decision, trading the 2 possible damage to 2 AC. We'll say it. We'll say it just gets the edge. We'll put it in C for her. A for now. And then okay, glaive isn't, because glaive is a 1d10 slashing, two-handed, heavy. No, little babies can use this weapon, but also it's reach. I guess that's dude, I guess that's good. I don't know, I think that's the trade, but it's also like, what's even the point of a reach weapon? I'll put it there. Guess what the halberd is? Thing. Oh, guess what the pike is? It's kind of like a halberd, piercing. So I guess that's better. All right. Longsword is the same as a battle axe. Okay. Great. Warhammer is kind of like a battle axe. Bludgeoning. Great. It's great. Heavy crossbow is like you can do 1 attack and do maybe 10 damage. 100 range. There's no small people and no extra attacks. No shield. Okay, I got a lot of rules for this weapon. A lot of rules for this heavy crossbow. I'm thinking, okay, so it's like 10 damage. It's like range. Here, like loading. Two-handed. There. Put it right there. Wait. Yeah, that's good. It's good. That's good. Now the little eights. A little pitiful damage. Great club. Two-handed. No shield. And no shield. Ah. I mean, that's not good. No shield and you only get 8 damage for that? What the heck? Same with the quarterstaff, but the quarterstaff is better because you can just you can choose to have the shield, but for a little bit less damage. But I'm gonna lower that. If you can only do that, then it's a worse weapon. So just do the 2. Just do the more damage. Actually, I probably value armor class. That's just a spear. Spear is like it's 8 damage and you can throw it. Or you can have a shield. So it's like shucks, man. Can't decide. Put that right there. Put that at the bottom of A tier. A spear. The light crossbows, the L crossbow. France. French, as the French say. It's 80 range. Alright. 1d8 already. Oh, 1d8's gonna start you here. Then it's range. Boom. Great, amazing. Loading. Down here. Down. Wait, this. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Then we're looking at a flail. Flail is like, whatever. I'm 1d8 damage, and I don't need a shield. Or I do, I can have a shield. Perfect. Perfect weapon. What is battle axe? So, like there. It's like a there type weapon. You can have a shield. With the morning stuff. The flail is cooler. It's looking like a like this. It's looking like the same thing with the war pick. The war pick is funnier, and it's looking like the trident's kind of like a spear. It's kind of exactly like a spear, and then it's looking like rapier is like a. It's like a flail, but it's finesse. Like a flail, but it's like. I need to redo this. I don't like how this tier is. I'm just putting everything in here. Alright. The 1d10 is gonna be our base. Because 12 is +1. Wow, above perfect, but lose a shield. Alright. And then you can sacrifice 2 for reach, which is kind of useless, I feel like. Alright, let me do this. We have our great axe. Great weapon. Gonna be our bases. Great axe. But it's not as good as the maul and the great sword. Great sword. Maul and the great sword. Alright, and then the hand axe. Hand axe. Also, scimitar. Also, short sword. Also, the hand crossbow. And lance are like the. Alright, so. Man. Like hand axe is like. It's like, oh, minimum. A little bit better. But then it's like. Okay, lose the shield, that's normal. Lose the bonus action, and you have to attack twice? Come on. Alright. Oh wait, hand axe is thrown. What's our short sword? Our finesse, like hand axe, is being throwable, but that gives it a plus. And then finesse is like, I feel like it's barely. It's like, a little bit better, I guess. Not a whole tier, though. But also throwable. Maybe throwable is the same way. It's like, oh, throwable is a little bit, I don't know. Because a lot of the value in finesse is just it's like essential for dex builds to compete. It's also like, how do I rank that? Because it's like, oh, like I can switch to my bow, and that's better than throwing. It's also like you're switching to a different weapon. So how do I rank that in the weapon? Ability to coincide with the usage of a better weapon than throwing your hand axe. I will just not reconcile that. I will just ignore finesse. I'll give it a slight bump. Within a tier. Like versatile. Okay. And then we have the lance. Buff, perfect. But two-handed, okay. Come back down to earth. And then it's reach at disadvantage. Okay. I'll just put it, I don't know. I'll just leave it there. I'll put it there. Put it there. Put it there. I'll put it, I feel like it'll go down. Down a tier. Right there. And crossbow. Alright, 12 damage. Plus ammunition. It's loading. Light. Alright. Perfect. This is looking better. Alright, now the tins is looking like. And and the tins? Talking to me about the tins, brother. Oh man, do I have some things to say about the tins. Wait, just wait a second. You wait. Alright. The battle axe is looking like, okay, 2, I have the extra damage, and I sacrifice my shield, but I actually just have less extra damage, and then I can choose to sacrifice more damage to get the shield back. So that's just not good. I will say it is here. Battle axe down here, along with the longsword and the warhammer. Alright, and then the halberd and pike. They are 10 damage, two-handed. Reach, I guess that's a little bit better. I'm gonna ignore heavy because I guess some good weapons aren't available to your race. Dumbass. We'll put it. Reach will give it a bonus. Probably not break. We won't break him through that area. We'll put him like this. Okay. A tier like that. And then heavy crossbow. All right. 10 damage. Two-handed. That's already down. That's already down one. But then it's range, 100 range at that. But then it's loading. All right, so we'll put them right there. We'll put it right there. We'll actually put it right there. We'll actually put it there. We'll put it right there. We're actually gonna put these down at the bottom. Yeah. 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 All right. Man, doing 8 damage. Doing 8 damage with a great club. A quarterstaff. We're gonna talk about the spear, and if we talk about the spear, we have to talk about the trident. We talk about the trident, we gotta talk about that light crossbow, and we gotta talk about the flail, and the bone stuff, and the wall pick. And we gotta talk about the rapier. The rapier. What an important weapon to us all. Gotta talk about the longbow. Alright, great club. Okay, what? You have less damage than we're supposed to have? And you're two-handed? What is happening to our great Providence? Alright, quarterstaff is like... Man, I'm like a great club, but I don't have to be. I could be a mace. So that is going to put it above the great club. It can turn into a worse weapon. Great ability. Put it above the great club. Or like an equivalent. Anyway. Okay. Spear. Versatile. Okay. It's like a quarterstaff. And... And... It can be thrown? Oh my god. Spear and trident going up there. Going up into 8 here. Right, flail is like... Feels like... I have a shield? I do 8 damage, I have a shield? So that's going up into 8 here. It's going shield, going above... Getting throwing... And we'll say Warhammer... Because these ones are... versatile, right? Yeah. Say like it's like this. Boom. 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 Yes. Yes, dude. We'll say it's like that. Then the rapier is like a flail, but I guess you can use your dexterity. In the light crossbow, it's like you shoot them. 8 damage. But you shoot them. But two-handed and it's loading. I'm thinking it's like there. And then longbow is like a light crossbow, but instead of loading, it's heavy. It's it's way better. It's up there better. Alright. Then moving on to the level 6 power. Or no, we have babies. The 8 babies. The 2 to 8 damages. Oh man, let me talk to you about the sickle. You know all the times you played Indian and you go, dang it, if only I picked the sickle weapon. Oh man, okay. Club is like, I mean, it's simple. Running 2 of them. Okay, 8 damage. That's already down to 8 here. And it's light. That's boom, boom. That's what that is. Right. Same thing with dagger, but is finesse and it's thrown. So we're gonna put it there. And then light hammer's thrown, but it's not finesse. We're gonna put it there. And then sickle is just like a club. And then right next we gotta talk about javelins, aces, short bows, which are not named. Yeah, what's interesting about the javelin versus spear talk is that the spear it's versatile, but the cost of it is that it range is 10 less than the other guy. It's instead of a 2060, it's a 3120 with the javelin. The javelin's meant to be thrown a little bit more, but do not have the versatility. So it's 6, which that's a -2 right there. And then, but you can't throw it, so it is going to be up there alongside the spear. But the spear is gonna win out. I feel like the range is not that big of a deal breaker. Anyways, because you're doing a throwing weapon, you're already doing it wrong. Mace is like minus 8, 6, and then that's it. That's just where the mace lies, alright? You can have a shield, alright? Whatever. And the short bow. But it's ranged, alright? So it gets a little boost. But it is two-handed, so it gets a little minus. Alright, then we're gonna be looking at the awesome weapons. The awesome weapons much. The dart. Where is the dart? Where's the freaking dart? Dang it. No dart? Dang. What the hell? What the hell, a dungeon master? Alright, this is the dart. We all know this is the dart. So the dart sling is, I mean, it's 4. Alright, that's minus 8, 6, 4 damage. That's down into C tier. Oh my gosh, pitiful. It's ranged. But that's it. Alright, and it's unique. It's the only like ranged attack, like non-throwing melee attack, ranged attack, bludgeoning. Dexterity bludgeoning? Ranged attack? What the hell? Yeah, that's crazy. And then the whip. Now the whip is a really funny weapon because, oh, what if you don't want to do force reach weapon, but you, oh man, maybe you're a small person or a dexterity build, and you just really want a reach weapon. Well, at the cost of like over half the damage, 6 potential damage points. Alright, bringing you from 10 to 4 potential damage points. You can have that reach as a dexterity build. Alright, and you can have a shield while you're at it. I guess it's also a bonus. You can have a shield. I would bring it down 6 and a 6-4, and it's finesse. A finesse type weapon. Okay, now the actual sling. Oh wait. Oh, I got confused. I've actually ranked the sling and not the dart. Okay, this is the dart. This is gonna be 4 damage. So, please suck. Then, but this what it saves it. Ah, you can throw it. This is fine. But it's a thrown finesse. Strength, dex, throw them. Ah, ah. That's not very good at all. It's not a good weapon at all. Arda's very bad. Alright, next we got the funny weapons. Punch is E tier. Punch is E tier because you can, well, think about it. Dexterity can, well, no. But think about this. Small people can punch, you can punch and you can hold a shield. So yeah. And then blowgun is like a punch from a range. Okay. And you can, but it does 1 damage. And you can poison people, which will make them have disadvantage on like strength and dexterity stuff, I think. So that's fine. Some utility. Mainly utility. I don't know. I wouldn't do that though. I would just want to hit them. I just want to kill. That's fine. For now, it's a bonus. Alright, net does no damage. But you like put them in a net. So yeah. So yeah, this is the tier list. This is a dart. FYI. This is a short bow. This is the definitive tier list with my own mythology. My own mythology. I hope you found that this 50 minutes was worth your time. I hope I was entertaining. I'm not going to edit it down. I hope I explained my methodology. My mythology. Maybe I just sat and thought there and I forgot that you couldn't hear my thoughts. But maybe I didn't. I don't remember. I was busy thinking. But yeah, this is the perfect tier list of all time. How about that?